Hey everyone, welcome back. From here, we're just going to carry on, go down the ladder. Through here. Right, so we're about to pick up our first spell. If ever you see like a little white shiny orb, alright, just walk past it, it'll automatically come to you. That is Vorpal Blade. Right, so we use triangle to use our magic. If you ever see one of these plants, walk past that, that'll give you Skyborn Might. Magic costs Skyborn Might. But not a bad little spell overall. Alright, again, we're going to run past this here. I don't use magic too much, probably for the beginning of the game. In game, it kind of becomes quite good. Before you jump down there, you really just want to look over to this beam and drop. Alright, and we are going to drop and plunge attack onto this guy here. So that's signifying a critical. Alright, another way you can do those is to get behind an enemy, if we can do it. Not quite. Probably can do it on this guy. Nope. Anyways, getting behind an enemy and unleashing a heavy attack will 9 times out of 10 put them into a staggered state, opening them up for that critical. Now, coming in here, we do have our first boss. Not all that tough, to be honest. We're going to do exactly like I was trying to do to send get behind her and just heavy attack. She can insta-kill you. She does do a build-up of what they call a spear. That little pink stuff there. Just try not to let that build up too much. There we go. Got the critical. And she's gone. Alright, so that gave us what they call benedictions. These are like runes for your weapons. So pretty much just equip this for the moment. It's not going to come too much into play until pretty much late game when we've got a lot and we can sort of stack things. From here, we're just going to come outside. There's a board upgrade that we can get. Alright, so anything in these big golden chests will be a gourd upgrade, being either capacity or potency. Now we're just going to follow the path back up. And out here, you really just want to be quick about it, run past, maybe even dodge if you can. There's a little ambush. Alright, we have a dude over here. And we have a faint red feather, so that is a weapon mat. We also have an item just over here. Lost package. Alright, we're going to come to the right a little bit. I believe there's only one enemy here. Alright, and on the ground we have our first spear. I'll show you what the spear's like. I think it was the hook blade we picked up. I mean, it's not too bad. I've seen some really interesting playthroughs with the spear. I don't think it was the hook blade. It was a red tassel spear, my bad. Anyways, come down here. And then we're just going to quickly veer off to the right. You'll see a dude over there. Don't think we can hit him. Not quite. That's okay, because it'll save the ambush for later. It's probably going to come up these stairs. Nope, he's just going to sit there. That's fine. Alright, we do have an item on the ground here. Alright. Hey, he's right there. Ooh, cheeky. We also have an enemy right above where our head is, though. You look on the ground, you'll see a pressure plate. Obviously, that'll trigger a trap, so please don't stand on it. Yeah. Not too big a fan of the spear, but I mean, it's there if you want to play around. Grab the daggers. We're going to make our way out. Alright, now from here, this guy is a gunner. Alright, you want to wait for his little gun to turn red, and then just dodge, like, towards it, I guess. There we go. Coming down, it sort of splits into two paths. We're going to take the right-hand path. There's a whole bunch of gunners as well as fire pots. So, pretty much you don't want to be caught out being shot like that next to a fire pot. Alright, shoot again. There we go. Excuse the snoring. Alright, come up here for an item. And what you can do is you can run through this one. Don't run through the other two. Alright, we're going to wait over here on the right hand side. They're going to explode as he walks past. And same with this one over here. You can see it doesn't do a hell of a lot of damage, but it does put them into a staggered state. Grab the Entwined Legend pendant. What does that do? Increases your burn resistance. Sure, why not? Better than nothing. Alright, coming through here we should have one dude. Nice. On the ground we have some fire pots. Alright. So we really want to equip those. Just for the moment. Alright, we're going to lock on to some enemies over there and we're going to throw a fire pot. That's pretty much as simple as it gets for those things. Where are the bunny buns? We can't equip those. Small pills, why not? Right, come over to the table. Grab a Dark Frost Edge. Now that is a one-handed sword. Alright, I don't really like the moveset of these. It just doesn't fit my playstyle. By all means, I've seen some real cool like playstyles with all the weapons, but just not my cup of tea. So we're going to run in and out. Yeah, so kind of flashy. Quite cool for groups of enemies like that are bunching together. Grab the monkey pendant. Alright, make sure you grab the bird over here. We have Shrine. Make sure you rest at that if you need to. Yeah, we may as well level up. Alright, so make sure to upgrade your gourd. That stuff we'll worry about later. Upgrade the weapon, why not? And we'll pop a point into strength. Alright, so from here, we're just going to talk to this guy here. His name is Wuchang. Help him up. Alright. He'll become more apparent later on. He becomes a merchant, and there's actually a trophy connected to him for filling up all of his like merchant slots sort of things. So giving him enough items that he'll expand his inventory. Over here, you might struggle with this one a little bit. We have a pot lady, right? She will give you weapon upgrades, most of all. Can be a huge pain. Early on, anyways. Later on, these are like easy to sort of deal with. There we go. We got a faint red feather. All right. You know what? We may as well go for the boss. Come through here. We're going to take out this guy straight away. Behind us is a dude, so just be very careful. When we get the critical on him, we're turning around, looking at this guy. Now, you don't want to get grabbed by these guys. Cool. Pick up any items that you need. We're going to come through here for a golden chest. There's one of those guys on the ground to the left. Alright, this will upgrade the potency. Yes, because we just upgraded capacity before. And over in this building here, we have two of those guys. They immediately go for the grab, so you just want to be careful. They're waving their hands in the air, and they're running towards you. Right? Sort of how you know that you're going to get that grab off. Like that. They're pretty good reach. Cool. Adjust my health accordingly. I don't really take small pills very often. They're normally steam bunny muns. So we may as well do that. Cool. Alright, now before we go into the boss room, we have this room over here. Grab the golden bowl. Alright, the diary entry. Telling you that the key to move forward is on this boss here, pretty much. Now this guy's relatively easy. Just try to get behind him. There's certain points where it's easier to get behind him than others. Alright. Let him do a combo, run towards you, dodge through it. Didn't quite get that, but that's okay. There we go. He'll eventually set the arena on fire. You don't need to worry for that first initial burst. It's just setting the grass on fire. It doesn't actually do any damage. Alright. Gonna wait for him to run towards us. Or jump towards us would be better. Not quite. Oh, he's going to set the place on fire, which is fine. It's the fireworks display that will hit you really hard. That thing there. Alright, so you don't want to go too close to that. Ooh, rude, buddy. You stay still. That jump is a perfect time to get behind him. Alright, so not too difficult. We got a copper jug, light zinc key. There's lore over there on this jug if you want to read that at some point. Alright, we got the Echo of Tatanga spell. As well as Tempering. Now, Tempering's really cool. We're going to equip this one right here. This is fire. Alright, we don't have any of these things to upgrade its strength or anything like that. That's fine, that'll come with time. For the moment, this just lets us turn or buff our weapon with an elemental status. I'm actually going towards a leech. So leech I find to be very powerful in this game.
True power in feathering isn't about possessing.
Alright, and I'm actually going to add tempering to this part here. At this point in time, we're just going to go back to the shrine. We'll spend whatever we can. Talk to Wuchang before you rest.
Well, sure. Guess isn't Mark. This town's gone.
Yep, so he's just going to disappear once we rest. Don't forget to upgrade your gourd. Two levels, nice. Alright, and from here we can just move forward. So, coming over to the right-hand side here, you've got these two enemies. Alright, come and grab the dough figure. Excuse me. I thought he was dead. The dough figurine on the ground over here. This is something we'll need for quest related to a trophy, so do make sure you pick that up. There's a guy around the corner here. And I believe in the right-hand room there's an item. Faint red feather. Coming up we have a bird. We have a dude. I'm going to veer off to the left here. Grab the health pill. Alright, take him out. Go to the gate, and this is what we need the lights and key to key. This is what we need the key for. I was tripped myself up on how to say lights in. Alright, moving on quickly. So there is a kind of like a crystal lizard if you've ever played Dark Souls. These guys are bamboolings, alright? They'll pop up out the ground, they'll run away, and then they'll just disappear quickly. You really just want to lock on, try and get a good attack on them. They don't respawn from exiting the game, so you do have to go back to a shrine and rest at that for them to respawn. We'll just drop down here. Alright, we have this guy here. This is Nian, I think.
Judging by, I'm Jens. I grew up here. Inside that, a few days since when? If it wasn't for the if you headed, they say that not that he was bitten, but who knew? Matt, with your skill, excellent. If you ever find yourself in trouble.
Alright, he'll give us a bone whistle. That means we can summon companions into like a boss fight if we've got a particular boss fight we can summon in. Specific events, but very cool. Anyways, open up this here. This is what we needed the dough figurine for. This is the jar kid. Alright, he'll give us the emote and then he'll just disappear to his next location. So nice and easy there. We're going to make a quick diversion. We're going to go up the stairs here. There's a couple of enemies in here that you want to take out. The one on the left is probably the most hearty with his health. Rude. There you go. Alright. Pick up the Raven Pill. Pick up the Mercury. Come over to the roof here. Grab the Flying Daggers. We're going to go back. We have an item at the top of the stairs. We have a dude over here. Nice. We have another dude at the bottom of the stairs. Could be a dude walking around. Awesome. From here, we're just going to cross this bridge. This is a long, drawn-out path for a benediction, I believe. Into the bridge. Hit your lock on, you have a bird. When I first came into this area, I was like, cool, I can be burn resistant and fireproof. We're just going to dodge right through the flames and go like ahead to a new area. Doesn't work. Don't try it. Grab the benediction. And feathered pearl. So these will increase madness. Not take any of your currency away. Increase madness and send you back to the previous shrine that you rested at. Madness builds up on the left-hand corner, just behind Skyborn Might, I guess. It's a little red cloud that goes there. If you die too many times, your madness will build up. Pretty much what that means is if you die and your madness is built up to the top, a ghost of you will spawn and you have to fight your own ghost in order to get your currency back, which is quite a cool way of doing it. I almost wish I died more so I could do that. Now, ignore the bird here. There is a bambooling. Alright, so make sure you grab that. That's going to be pretty crucial in grabbing a decent spell right now. Grab the bird.
Life is but a fleeting dream.
Alright, so we got the old fellow here, storyteller. Get out of that.
I take it just to talk now that if you want to know. What? There is. Don't be. Enough prattle.
Alright, should be asleep. There we go. Cool, so he just gave us a bamboo shoot as well. We needed 3 of those for a spell that this guy sells. Cool little panda dude. Alright, so we want Divine Ward right there. Let's see, pray to the Diviner, reducing your damage taken for a time. So pretty much just reduces damage, which is great. I believe we do need that spear in order to get the all weapons trophy. But that's okay, we'll come back at a later date. Going up these stairs, I guess there's an item we can grab, but we'll grab that later as well. There's also a shortcut.
Guidance, only to be met with silence. Fate unyielding, destiny unchangeable. Is the end of my journey but a fleeting dream?
Alright. Didn't realize the storyteller talks for that long. We will come over here to the left. We have a door we can interact with.
You be what? Look, thank he and that off here.
Alright. Path splits into 2 here. I'm going to take this path. So there's quite a hearty enemy there. I'll probably tackle him beginning of next episode, so we won't worry about that just yet. Make sure you grab the bird. Grab the item. We have a couple of dudes here. Alright. Gonna go up these stairs first. Won't talk to every door because in fact, most of them don't give you anything. Alright, we have an item over here. We'll hop down the stairs. Item over there. Alright, now we're just going to make a turn over to this little sort of balcony area. Alright, now you see this item, you just want to run straight past it. Or pick it up. That was annoying because I used the wrong running button. But anyways, he ambushes you. In here there's a chest. I think this is a benediction. Yep. Gonna come up the ladder. Grab the flying daggers. May as well kill this dude. And this dude here. Alright, we have a pot lady. Just wondering, do I kill that guy first? Yeah, because otherwise he'll jump in on the action. Pretty much. You can try throw. Actually, you know what? Let's use a temperance. We haven't used that yet. All right. Kind of close quarters, so it's a bit of a pain in the butt. There we go. All right, we have a bird over here. And this is Shu Temple. I think we have to go the other way to pick up that item. Just gonna run over through here to the left. Just because I know I'll forget to do that next episode. Purple Camilla. Going to be helpful for a status build up later on. Talk to this lady. Alright, there's a lot of dialogue we need to exhaust here. Talk to Wuchang. Hand over the golden bowl, so we pick that up outside of the Datanga fight. Right. This guy generally doesn't have a lot going on. His benedictions aren't too bad. We'll grab that one. But for the most part, it's just sort of item stocking there. This is a guy we hand over our boss stuff to.
Let me make an assessment.
Alright, so hand over the copper jug that we got from Tatanga.
But when chaos erupted in town,
Alright.
Dutanga kidnapped her. Let those poor in these troubled times.
I just want to start talking. Pretty much, this guy will sell some awesome amulets. Alright, that's your main thing you want to go to him for. His armor sets that you get from him cannot be dropped elsewhere and stuff like that, so you do want to make sure that if you want to grab all the armors, you're picking those up. Late game, it becomes a lot cheaper, not in terms of the price reduction, but in terms of we earn enough currency to be able to just flit away that sort of cash, I guess. So anyways, I'm just going to reset for the moment. Alright, we have Nian.
Just call me with that whistle.
Alright. Pretty much, I'm just going to sell a whole bunch of crap, and then I probably could have done that before, actually.
You made it. Got some new stuff for you.
And then we're going to level up. Nice. So if we wanted to now, we could add another charge to our temperance. I think I'm going to add leech. Yeah, I'll add leech to the needle so that we can swap out that for the temperance. Grab that. And rest. Cool. So pretty much that'll be it for this episode. If you do want to explore around this place, don't go up to the second floor. There's a boss up there that I'm going to sort of tackle in a bit of a different sequence just because it gives us items for progression, and I don't know, it doesn't really fit that well right now. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. I'll see you here next time.